Hi guys, Martin here, coming to you with my build update number 2 for the Revell 132nd Supermarine Spitfire Mk.IIa, kit number 03986. Alright then, if you have been following this build, you know that update number 1, I came across a couple issues. The first one was I had 2 port side upper wing halves. I didn't have the starboard side, so I had to order that from Revell, Germany. I was told 8 weeks for delivery, and also during the build I had the problem with the tail end of the port side fuselage becoming distorted. So instead of waiting 8 weeks, if you watched my my channel update last week, I received delivery of a new kit that I ordered. So what I did was I took the port side fuselage off out of that, and I took the starboard side upper side wing out, and also there were oxygen tanks in here and a radio on the wall there, so I took those out and assembled those into that fuselage off. So what I did, first thing was I airbrushed the black base coats as I did on the inside of the fuselage, and also on the upper side of the wheel well areas and the upper side of the flaps and where the ailerons go. Then I did the green coat, interior green. Then I gave it a clear coat, and then a bit of a wash. And when that was done, I started to assemble the plane. So I assembled the fuselage halves, assembled that to the wing assembler. Then I put the wing tips on, the ailerons, and then the horizontal stabilizers, followed by the elevators and the rudder. There was a little bit of surface filler here and there, and then I smoothed that down, and so now she's ready to be primed. Before I show you the plane, I've also got all the other peripheral stuff ready, the propeller, the wheel undercarriage doors, both of those. I got the wheels painted, they're all been clear coated, so they're ready for some weathering. Exhausts, they're ready to go on. They'll go on at the end when she's painted. All this stuff will go on at the end. And then the wheel struts, and so that they're all done, and there's the rear wheel. And other things that are done are the flaps. They're the bottom flaps that drop down. If you're going to show them in the open position, they get cut down there, and I'll show you why when we see the bottom. That's the inside of the radiator housing, pilot's door, and then the flap that goes on the back of the radiator housing. So they're all done and ready to go. And then I just have the radiators that go inside that radiator housing, front and back, and another set there for I don't know what, because we only have one radiator. And then I have the aerial that's just been base coated black, and that'll be assembled at the end, and then a pitot tube. So let's show you the plane, how she looks now. There she is, all built up. This is as far as I've got. Starboard side aileron I got angling down, port side I've got angling up. I will put the door in place, temporarily locate it, so that gets painted on the outside, because it will be shown drop down in the open position when I build her up. And elevators are down, rudder's in straight position. You can position it any way you want. Now you notice here, when it's assembled, there's 2 big holes here that aren't very pretty, so I'm a bit bemused why Revell didn't just step down this wing section and put a wall section in there ready for flaps to sit in there, so that was covered over. I don't understand why they didn't do that, and instead of leaving these big holes. But apart from that, everything looks great, I think. What I did find was when I assembled the fuselage into the wing assembler, that there was a gap here on the port side, and so what I did, you'll see it in the build photographs, on the inside of there, between the side of the cockpit tub and the side of this wall, I dropped a bit of sprue in there just to and glued it in, just to spread that wall section out on the fuselage to close the gap up. And it was just a case of a little bit of surface filler in the seams across there as well. I didn't need any here, just at the back here and across there, but it wasn't a lot. And then I just smoothed that down. And then the underside, there was just a little bit of surface filler around those joints there where the wing joins the fuselage. And that's it. So she's all ready to go. Spindle turns. I'm not going to put the propeller on till the end, and it snap fits anyway. Once you snap it on, you can't get it off. So that'll be one of the last things to go on. So that's how she's looking. So stick around. Gone from a crisis to what's starting to look like a nice looking kit. That's it, guys. Stick around. Some still images for you to look at. So thanks for following this build if you are. Thanks for leaving comments in advance. And next I'm going to primer, put some silver paint on around the front fuselage area, leading edges, sides of the fuselage for some chipping. Then I'll pre-shader, and then I'll put the colours on, starting with the bottom grey. The wheel well doors and the flaps will be temporarily located, so that these are masked, and then I'll airbrush that so they all get the sky paint on there. And then when the sky's done, I'll start and I'll mask up for the upper dark earth brown, and then mask the dark earth brown to do the dark green. So that's it, guys. There she is. I'll see you at the next update, build update number 3, when she's all painted. Cheers, guys. Tally-o, chocks away.